Hi students, welcome to week 5. We've made it this far, a few more weeks to go and we're there. We're over the halfway point right now. So this week we're looking at quality and continuous improvement. A lot of information out there in the book about both quality and continuous improvement, as well as on the internet. You can always look up that stuff as well. A lot to see out there. Page 279, there's in section 8.3.1, there's a little chart that shows models of quality that I want you to pay attention to. The thing I want you to walk away with, first of all, in section 8.3.1, they talk about 7 different models of quality, because quality means something to different people. And so the thing I want you to walk away with is this, is that quality is not just a single dimension that you can measure. And sometimes it's very hard to measure. Sometimes quality is very measurable, like through CPKs and tolerance analysis and statistics and that sort of thing. And then other times it's not as easily measured. It's more of a perception. So make sure you hang out in 8.3.1 quite a bit to understand that particular principle. It's foundational to the rest of the chapter. Be sure to study up on the cost of quality. That's also in this chapter as well. The concept that quality can be monetized may be new to you. I don't know. But the cost of quality has been around for a while. And the thing I want you to remember about is that the quality issues, the cost of quality takes 3 different forms. It's either preventative, which is where you want to spend most of your money if you can do it. There's also the cost of like inspection, if you will, against a particular quality standard. And then third and final one that you really need to avoid is the when you have failure, because it costs a lot of money. The money you spend in prevention could easily be much, much less than the cost that you will pay when you have a quality spill across your supply chain. Okay, let's talk. Know the difference between histograms and bar charts. Oftentimes we use those things interchangeably, and they are not interchangeable. Histograms are a statistical tool that you can use. Histograms are usually used to measure the variance on a particular feature of a part or service that's measurable. And then bar charts, they're not that way at all. Bar charts usually measure occurrences of categories of different kinds of data. So know the difference. They're not interchangeable. Study the fishbone diagram. It's called an Ishikawa diagram. If you look closely at it, you'll see why they call it a fishbone diagram. At least that's what most people would call it. It's a great tool that's identified in Chapter 8 for narrowing things down to why certain problems have become problems. And there's like 4 different branches, and it's a great little fun tool to use wherever you're at. Also, the 5 whys. I'll attach something in the materials, a simple slide of 5 whys that Larry Colburn, he's the other instructor, put together for his class that he shared with me. So I'll show it to you. It shows you a little bit about how the 5 why process works. I guess the point I want you to know is that in Chapter 8 there's a bunch of tools that are presented. A lot of tools are put out there. Find a tool that works for you. Find a tool that works for your organization. Not all those tools in there are going to be applicable to your environment, okay? And that's all right. Find 1 or 2 tools in Chapter 8, quality tools, and use them starting this week to solve a real problem. Pick them up, study them, get to know them, start using them right away. Let's see, week 5 paper. So this is kind of a week 5's paper is an easy lift. Not a lot going on there. What I want you to do, this is about your personal application of the 4 modes thinking. Go back on many of your papers. I made some suggestions for improvements or changes and whatnot. For week 5, incorporate those changes into your full paper, and then add another paragraph or 2, just telling me how it's going. Just talk about, hey, on this particular issue, here's my progress, here's my stats, here's what I've seen done. I just want you thinking about the 4 modes thinking and the personal application of it. So again, week 5, kind of an easy lift. Just update your personal paper with some corrections, and then also just some tell me how it's going. Okay. Also, we're halfway through the semester, so what I like to do is I like to get a sense for how it's going from you, from your side. And I don't get a lot of emails from people. Nobody's really showing up to office hours, so I'm kind of flying blind a little bit. So I've put together a real easy Survey Monkey that I'll put the link into this week's materials. It's 4 or 5 questions, really easy. Tell me how it's going. Tell me what I can do better. Tell me what's working for you, what's not working for you. I'm interested in your prayer requests too, so I can pray for you. And I want you to know I've been praying for you guys as individuals. Even this morning in church, my mind wandered a little bit, and I prayed for you guys. So I hope I'm really hoping and praying it's going well for you. And I guess I just want to close with some encouragement. You're over halfway through this course. You guys are doing great. You're good writers, and your writing's improving over the last few weeks. So thanks for putting that effort in. And you know something? Things are going well. You're almost there. Don't coast now. No coasting allowed, okay? All right, listen, have a great week.